So the DTCC changed the format of the issue or failure notice, like the one in the post below, to this postponement email. We covered this a while back, yet the DTCC is doing it once again because Raymond James may be in trouble. It looks like they couldn't provide the cash to repay quite a series of bonds expiring today, and they got a 24-hour postponement. The DTCC is still playing smoke and mirrors on important notices. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to cover with AMC, GameStop, the overall market, some additional stuff, as well as the DTCC, banks, etc., etc. So make sure to watch until the end of the video. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, have post notifications on so you guys don't miss it when I upload another video. Since I research, record, edit, upload these for you guys, maybe or maybe not in that order, everything else I ask is free. Let's get into it. Now, remember guys, speaking of the DTCC counterfeits all things in existence, and now it's crypto. You can see right here, Fidelity's spot Bitcoin ETF has been listed on the DTCC under ticker FBTC. Moving on, before we get into AMC's chart, a couple small little additional things. A new bill that bans hedge funds from buying single-family homes in America has been introduced in the U.S. House and Senate. So the bill is not passed just yet, but a bill may be getting passed soon that will prevent hedge funds from purchasing single-family houses. And the side note for this is currently institutions like hedge funds and private equity firms own a massive 0.7% of all single-family homes in America, and that may not seem like a lot, but that is a ton of single-family homes. Now, something that doesn't matter, sprinkle on top, Adam Aaron giving away 2 tickets to a Taylor Swift 2024 concert in New Orleans. We're not going to talk about what he should be doing because we all already know, but some things are looking good over on the chart side of things. You know what we've been tracking on AMC on the daily, but the first thing I want to cover is Ethereum Classic. We said, let's see if Ethereum Classic gets that double move, and it is starting that double move. We were hoping this wasn't going to be bearish because AMC correlates with Ethereum Classic as well as XRP, and it looks like Ethereum Classic is getting that double leg up, coming into the point of interest bullish, which this is just the beginning, and this could play out very, very well and could pan out very well for AMC. XRP as well, trading at 66 cents coming into this point of interest, and at about the same time frame as the last point of interest would mean XRP would have one of its largest days, January 2nd of 2024, 40 days after this little dip. Okay, this second little dip right here, this little low, XRP is chopping higher, like it was back here, chopping higher, entering in the point of interest. We had it lined up a bit early this time around, but it is looking beautiful. We just need to see bullish confirmation instead of bearish, and in my opinion, XRP breaking back out of this channel over 80 cents will be confirmation for that. Correlating over to AMC's chart, trading at $7 even, up 2.5% on the day. We kind of have these channels drawn out just for fun on AMC because we are sitting on the 45-minute time frame. We usually track the daily. One thing I want to note, we're coming into a point of interest. We also are waiting for a gap higher. In my opinion, we are going to see or hear a catalyst over the next week like we usually see to push AMC higher. This is all in my opinion, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I see a catalyst over the horizon pushing AMC coming up to test at least $7.55. We're watching a break over that $8 level, entering this point of interest mid to late December, right? I see a catalyst coming in the coming weeks that is going to push AMC higher. Now, short interest dropped a little bit. Yesterday was at 10.13%. Now it's at 10.04 according to Ortex. Again, these numbers can be faked. We talked about in a YouTube short how Ortex actually gets its data. And if you want to see more things like that, make sure to be subscribed. AMC has 6.3 million shares available to borrow against it. 5,000 calls compared to 13,000 puts expiring in the money. So more gamma to the downside. And again, today is Friday. We know how these stocks like to react on Friday. You know what market makers like to do, especially with all this premium on the line. Be careful betting calls. Over 126,000 calls being bet that are out of the money. Short exempt still high compared to the volume. They are keeping this thing in the grip of their palm. Also guys, if my voice sounds a little bit weird, it's because I am having a little bit of a cold right now, but we are still getting the videos out for you guys. Now GameStop, we are on the 1 hour time frame, $16.21, down 0.92% on the day. GameStop bounced off of this trend line after filling the gap, climbed all the way up, and is testing this supply zone for the 3rd time now. If demand meets the suppliers, then you could see GameStop break back above this zone. Watch for a potential rejection at $17. And if we break over that, I'm still watching that box around $18.50. GameStop, 400,000 shares available to borrow, 20,000 calls expiring in the money compared to 2,000 puts. A lot of premium out of the money going to market makers as well, but GameStop has a gamma ramp building to the upside and a lot of calls being bet out of the money for next week. So if we continue to climb beautiful thing for GameStop. Maybe GameStop will lead the way for AMC, or maybe Ethereum Classic and XRP will lead the way for AMC, and then AMC will lead the way for GameStop. Although GameStop also in the grip of their palm, short exempts are extremely high correlated to the volume. Now, the 12 largest US banks have sent notices to credit and debit card companies that they will no longer be able to use their services as of midnight on December 14th, and we have been talking about that catalyst on December 15th, right? Following that up, BTFP Bank Term Funding Program, which we just put a short out on TikTok. Fed liquidity bailout for banks has reached a new all-time high of $125 billion today, and Fed losses exceed $125 billion. Reverse repos are collapsing to sub $800 billion, mutual fund and shadow bank excess liquidity, and the repo facility jumps to highest levels since COVID-19 shutdown to $200 million. Banks are seeking liquidity to prevent margin calls. Finally, ECB, European Central Bank, reports Chinese real estate collapse will bleed into the global financial sector, and margin calls against insurance companies and mutual funds will likely lead to fire sales of blue chip stocks and bonds while causing a spike in price of many heavily shorted equities. And that correlates to the same exact thing with what's happening. There is a major crisis behind the scenes, hedge funds overcrowding trades when they head for the exits, which this is about to happen. It's going to be good for short squeeze plays, bad for blue chip stocks, bad for the overall market. Finally, here's a clip of Ken Griffin, in quotes, saying markets are efficient because of active managers setting the prices of securities, trying to drive the value of company towards where they think they should be valued at. In other words, the SEC does actually allow this, but Ken Griffin is basically saying market makers deserve to basically put the price on things. If we think AMC is a bad stock, we're going to drive the company towards bankruptcy because that's where we think it's valued at.
Passive investing is actually rooted in the theory that markets are efficient, and that markets are efficient because of active managers setting the prices of securities. Firms like Citadel, that markets are efficient because of active managers setting the prices of securities. Firms like Citadel, firms like Fidelity, firms like Viking Global, Capital Research. We're all running large teams of people that are engaged in fundamental research, trying to drive the value of companies towards where we think they should be valued. Trying to drive the value of companies towards where we think they should be valued. And passive investing, in a sense, enjoys the market efficiency that we create in our work each and every day.
Finally, guys, get in the Discord. Quickly touching on this before we touch on the SPY and some additional stuff. The link is right under the video. We post gains, post losses, talk stocks all day long, as well as crypto. Best vibes in Discord. Most amazing people are in there. Plus, it's a coffee a month. So if you join and you're like, this isn't really for me, but I kind of like some of the channels. I kind of like talking with this guy. Having the freedom of talking to lottery stocks day in and day out like a big group chat. It's literally only a coffee. That is the second link under the description. I will pin it in the comments as well. And the first link in the description is the Moomoo link. Make sure to press the link, sign up, and make a deposit into your Moomoo account to start earning up to 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2 grand per stock. Plus, you're getting 5.1% on your cash that is uninvested, so when you're not trading, you are still earning money. Also, it's a great platform to use. Keeps your money insured, free level 2 order book data, so you can see where whales are loading up and dropping off shares, as well as plenty of other benefits. Now, U.S. economy adds 199,000 jobs in November, above expectations of 180. The unemployment rate fell to 3.7, below expectations of 3.9, which means that the U.S. economy has now added jobs for 35 consecutive months. Can the Fed really pivot? SPY trading at 458.15, basically flat on the day. However, got this gap higher, tested a new relative high, and what we have drawn out is an old December cycle, which shows that the SPY can consolidate above 460, break below, test that line at 455.50 once again, break above 462, consolidate, break back below 457.70, and then come all the way down, correct to 449. Now, will this happen? Maybe not. But we are going to keep it here because the beginning has played out very similarly as of right now. We also said December is going to be whipsaw, and that is exactly what you're seeing. A very dangerous game to trade. I am in with a small position in puts. Very risky. January 19th expiration. If you want to know my trades as soon as I take them, I also drop those right in Discord. As for the trading challenge, guys, plenty of you guys are coming to follow me on Frenetically. If you haven't yet, it's the third link under the video. When I take a trade on there, you're going to get an alert in Discord and be able to just press a button, copy trade. Now, this is SPY on the daily time frame. Huge cup and handle. Got the breakout, came up, fighting for support. Volume is fading. The SPY is still awaiting early 2024 for a decision, in my opinion. But since crypto is doing extremely well, don't expect the SPY to just enter a bear market for no reason. Tesla, looking beautiful. We got this sell-off, this mini pop, and then that next climb. Sell-off, mini pop, next climb. The only thing we did not get was that retracement from the previous cycle, right? The slight retracement, and then continuing the climb. With that being said, Tesla is ready to stair step. Even if we get a retracement, I see it slowly stair stepping, right? All the way into March, April of 2024, making a relative high or an all-time high. Tesla still looking beautiful, still in my calls. Bitcoin, crypto continuing to do amazing. Bitcoin sitting right under 44,000. And speaking of crypto, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren says there's a new threat out there. It's crypto, and we can't allow that to continue.
There's a new threat out there. It's crypto, and it is being used for terrorist financing. It is being used for drug trafficking. North Korea is using it to pay for about half of its nuclear weapons program. We can't allow that to continue.
Plus, regulators are saying crypto is risky, stay away. But regulators are also applying for Bitcoin-specific clearing organizations, derivative clearing organizations, and they're trying to get a piece out of the pie. Finally, Mullen Automotive files a complaint in New York court accusing UBS Securities, IMC Financial Markets, and Clear Street Markets of market manipulation, specifically alleging 5 billion shares artificially deflated the price through spoofing from November 9th, 2021 to November 9th of 2023. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel, get in the Discord, get your free stocks. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.